like he's thinking twice about staying. Where a man learns early how to work and later how to weigh what he's saying. Daddy's hands were always busy, Mama's eyes were hard to fool. Well, I learned how to look like I was listening without learning the rules. I mistook stubbornness for backbone, called distance being free. Kept my answers short in practice so nothing pointed back at me. Every town felt temporary, every promise felt rehearsed. I learned how to win an argument, didn't learn how to hear it first. Truth don't shout or bend, it waits till you're done pretending. Heel, tableau, string, time don't rush. I didn't argue with the truth when it stood there plain and still. Didn't dress it up as damage or blame it on my will. I've been sharp, I've been loose, but I didn't argue with the truth. I loved a woman, built a patience. She spoke slow and stayed near. She said you don't need better reasons to face what you fear. She didn't corner my conscience, didn't beg me to explain. She just left the light on steady and let silence do the same. I saw myself in her stillness, didn't like what it showed. A man always moving forward just to dodge what he owed. You can talk your way through trouble, you can joke your way through blame, but the truth don't need permission to remember your name. No defense left to use, just me and the truth. I didn't argue with the truth, didn't ask it to be kind. I let it sit heavy in my chest and take its time. If a man's known by what he'll face, I didn't argue with the truth. Redemption don't come from winning the fight, it comes from laying your weapons down and standing still. I didn't argue with the truth. When leaving would have been easier to do, I stayed put, I paid the cost, I let it finish talking to. If peace comes old and unpolished, I didn't argue with the truth. I ain't proud, I ain't clean, but tonight I'm honest. Most men learn how to leave, few learn how to stay. I was raised on narrow answers, wide skies full of dust, where a man don't talk about fear unless he talks about trust. Daddy said, son, keep walking when the ground turns mean. Mama says stand still long enough to hear what you've been. I learned how to carry silence like a coat that fits just right, how to keep my hands busy so I wouldn't face the night. Every road looked like a promise, every town a chance to prove that I wasn't what I came from, just what I chose to lose. Motion feels like mercy when you're scared of the truth. Heel tap, bass string, breath before the fall. I stayed when leaving was easier, when running would have felt like grace. I let the weight settle in my chest, didn't rush the pain away. I've been fast, I've been sure. I stayed when leaving was easier. I loved a woman built of patience. She didn't raise her voice. She said every man's forgiven by the sum of his choices. She didn't chase my shadow, didn't beg me to explain. She just stood there in the doorway and let me feel the weight. I saw myself in her silence, didn't like what it showed. A man calling fear is freedom, calling distance control. You can outrun your reflection, you can lie to the road, but the truth keeps perfect time and it arrives when you're slow. No crowd to hear my case, just breathe in open space. I stayed when leaving was easier, didn't dress it up as fate. I didn't ask for lighter terms or a quicker way to change. If a man's known by what he endures, I stayed when leaving was easier. Redemption ain't a moment, it's a posture. It's how you stand when no one's clapped. I sat with what I carried, let it speak without a fight. Let the past say what it needed. In the middle of the night, I learned that guilt can teach you if you don't turn away. And peace don't come from moving on, it comes from where you stay. I stayed when leaving was easier, when the door was open wide. I held the line, I paid the cost, I didn't change the price. If the truth don't need applause, I stayed when leaving was easier. Morning came, nothing was fixed, but I was still there. That was enough. Man don't always pay with money, sometimes he pays by staying. I was raised where the fields don't listen and the days don't bend for prayer, where a man learns early how to work and later how to bear. Mama kept her hope in cupboards, Daddy kept his doubts in smoke. I learned how to keep my balance on a rope that never broke. I thought freedom meant keep moving, thought stillness was a trap. I learned how to outrun questions by never checking the map. Every mile felt justified, every pause felt like a loss. Didn't know the toll was adding up every time I crossed. Truth don't raise its voice, it waits for your choice. Heel tap, low string, breath between beats. I carried what I owed, didn't dress it up or fold. I've been short, I've been slow, I've been stubborn to the bone. If a man's weight's what he chose, I carried what I owed. I loved a woman made of patience. She spoke plain and stayed put. She said you don't need distance to know when something's good. But I chose the sound of leaving, called motion to standing. Left her standing in the doorway with what I dropped in her hands. I learned how silence can be busy, how it keeps you from yourself, how you call it independence when you're scared to ask for help. There's a price for every shortcut, for every truth postponed. You don't always feel it early, but it's always fully on. Some debts don't shout or show, they follow where you go. I carry what I owe. Through the nights I walked alone, I paid in sleep, I paid in time, I paid in words I never signed. If the ledger's finally closed, I carried what I owe. Redemption ain't a clean slate, it's a steady hand holding the weight you used to throw down. I carried what I owed, didn't ask to be absolved. I stood still, I stood straight, I didn't curse the weight. If peace comes slow and old, I carried what I owe. I ain't lighter, just steadier. And tonight, that'll do. I used to talk my way out of trouble that night. I listened. I was raised on shore goodbye, long days bent in heat, where a man keeps what he's carrying buried deep beneath his feet. Mama's prayers were steady, Daddy's doubt was too. I learned how to stand between them and call that growing through. I mistook motion for direction, mistook noise for being right, kept my answers quick and ready so I wouldn't face the night. Every win felt temporary, every loss I dressed as fate. I learned how to lock a door real tight, didn't learn how to wait. Truth don't hurry when you run, it waits till you're done. Heel tap, low string, time leans in. I let the night speak first when the words fell out of use. I stood with what I carried without a deal or truce. I've been fast, I've been rehearsed, but I let the night speak first. I loved a woman built of patience. She spoke plain and stayed still. She said, you don't need to leave to prove your will. But I chose the road that answers back, left her truth unpaid. Some debts don't chase you down, they wait. I shook hands with my reflection, didn't like the terms it gave. Saw the cost of every shortcut carved quite into my face. You can outrun a lot of questions, you can hide inside your name, but the dark remembers details you pretend it can't retain. No excuses left to try, just breathe in open eyes. Heel tap, low strings are the things I rehearsed away. I let the night speak first, heard the things I rehearsed away. I didn't dress my failures up or bargain for delay. If a man's known by the truths he learns, I let the night speak first. redemption don't arrive with thunder. Sometimes it comes quiet and asks if you're done arguing with yourself. I let the night speak first, stood still, didn't turn a curse. I won't rush, I won't flee, I'll carry what belongs to me. Peace comes slow and unrehearsed. I let the night speak first. Morning came, I was still there. It felt like mercy. The knock came late, I didn't pretend I was gone. I learned to keep my temper tight, my words weighed out and thin, to stand my ground without a sound and call that discipline. I learned how pride can pass for strength, how quiet can deceive, how a man can guard his house and still refuse to leave. Truth don't knock twice, it waits for the light. I answered the door when the night said my name. I didn't ask for softer terms or someone else to blame. I've been wrong, I've been sore, but I answered the door. I loved a woman built to calm. She spoke plain, she stayed near. She said you don't need distance to face what you fear. But I chose the road's quick promise, left her words unpaid. Some debts don't follow footsteps, they stay. No alibis to use, just truth to choose. I answered the door, stood still, let it in. No bargains left to make, no polished way to win. If a man's known by what he endures, I answer the door. It didn't fix me, it faced me. That was enough.